Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yen Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We'll continue our discussion on Prabhupada purport. There are two things that need to be understood. One is there is one thing called Jnana, and another is called Vijnana. Jnana is a theoretical knowledge, and Vijnana is realized knowledge. So these are very important because the difference is that one knowledge, the theoretical knowledge, it comes and it goes away. But knowledge that remains at the level, this is the knowledge that remains at the level of mind. And it does not become an essential part of our nature. This is just called knowledge, jnana only. And here people are obsessed to gain this knowledge. And although it's quite significant, because but the point is it does not add anything substantial new to us. That is the problem. It always remains external to us. This is at the level of jnana. We all remain a bit something here and something there. And generally what happens, we studied a lot. Say in school also, we have studied a lot of things. And but many things we have forgotten only. Maybe 8th, 9th, 10th, and in college. Some things which is not even something what happens, this will remain at a certain level. It may go till like unconsciously we may remember so many formulas of mathematics or something. But again, next life when we are born, again we have to start learning again all these things. That means what? It did not become part of us. That's why we have to study. But there is something much more deeper. This is Vijnana. This is what is we all have to achieve. This happens. Why internet is very popular nowadays? Because just a push of button, we can get so much knowledge, and it is all coming here. This is this so much knowledge is there, but Krishna is telling that there is Vijnana, Jnana Vijnana Sahitam. We need to have realized knowledge also. I'll explain what it is, what Krishna, what is the most important aspect of Vijnana, what we have to learn. Now, how to turn this Jnana into Vijnana? Now we are learning so many things. This is Jnana only. How to make it into Vijnana? How to make it into deeper level so that it becomes part of our personality. And this Vijnana is knowledge of a different quality. That's why Krishna tells in 2.40 also, Neha Vikrama Nastosti Pratyavayo na vidhate Swalpamapyasa Dharmasya Trayate Mahatabhaya. He's saying that if you take at least one step in this direction, one step that will remain with you forever. This Swalpamapyasa Dharmasya means we are trying to develop this Vijnana. If you develop this Vijnana, even a little bit also, it is going to help us eternally. And that's what Krishna is telling you. You have done something towards me, something towards Lord. So all pompous dharma say what to say, you take one step towards the Lord. That means we are trying to change ourselves. This is something because it is going to stay. And today otherwise material knowledge, today it is there, tomorrow it is not there. And sometimes it is there on a subtle level also, but it is not our personality. It does not become our nature. Now, Vijnana is different because that is what we are now. Like whatever realization we are, this is our personality. Now, this experience can be gained only by mercy of Krishna. This is the first thing. This realized knowledge is by mercy of Krishna. And it is not a question of excitement of one's mind. Got so much excitement. And it's not a matter of somehow or other, by hook or crook, I will gain this. No, it is not. This is all mercy. And because, why? Because there is certain qualitative change in this. And Krishna, he always stays that. And when we gain this, next life will start from here only. Whatever we have gained, realized knowledge, that's where we are going to start next life. And that will not have any, it will not be lost. But any material knowledge, information, it is always lost. Even if we are not reached to the end of spiritual life also, a small tiny spiritual experience which we got by the grace of Krishna and Guru, it will remain with us. You have participated a kirtan, you have some spiritual experience, it will remain, it will become part of our Swarupa, and eventually it develops and it completely becomes Vijnana. Now, one of the most important, our Swarupa has our, is now one important thing is Swarupa has this nature of knowledge. What is that? We are Satchit Ananda, right? What is this factor Chit called? Chit means knowledge. So this knowledge we are gaining, that Vijnana is this aspect of Chit. Chit Swarupa. That is our spiritual nature. And this energy of knowledge, when then this gradually start developing and we ultimately gain that our original Swarupa. Then we understood, yes, I am servant of God. Because there is some kind of qualitative change within. Now, Krishna explains now one of the most important realization is what we should get. Krishna explains that how the spiritual energy begins. He says that what Krishna is telling, that this material nature is Binna Prakriti Rashtada. I'll just give an understanding. Krishna tells that this is a separated energy of mind. But how can something be separated? So when Prabhupada gives example of cow, like milk is separated energy of cow, but we can separate it. But when it comes to Krishna, nothing is separated from him, nothing is outside from him, everything is his only, right? This is very important point. Even this material nature is also not separated from Krishna. It is his only. How you can say it is separated? It is separated in the sense that this energy cannot have influence on Krishna. Whereas internal energy, which is parastasmat bhavanyo vikta, there is another energy of Lord which has influence on Lord. That means internal energy. Yogamaya has influence on Krishna, but Mahamaya don't have influence of Krishna. In that way, it is separated. And now Krishna says, Binna Prakriti Ashtada. There are all these 8 divisions which you have seen. Jiva Bhuta Maha. There is one more living one more person. Who is that? That living entity. Who Jiva Bhuta, they are in contact with material nature and they try to manipulate it. Anyway, uh, Krishna created this world for us so that we can manipulate. Krishna says knowledge means we think that we all know this, but Krishna says knowledge means understanding that there is only 3 of these things. There is a positive source of energy, everything, that is Krishna is the source of eternity, beauty, bliss, and knowledge, and that this material world has come out of him. All these things have come from him. More important, that everything that is happening is done by him. This is called Vijnana. If you get this knowledge that all the things that are happening here, all the activities, it is because of him only. But because we have this Ichcha Dvesha Samuttena, that is why we are not able to understand that everything. This is the greatest understanding. The understanding that everything has a single reason, only one reason everything has. And this reason is spiritual. And that reason is beautiful. No matter how disgusting the circumstances may be, people don't understand that. Oh, they are confused with spiritual philosophy. They don't understand that God created everything and everything that is happening around. I may like, I may not like. Troubles are there, problems are there, but it is all Krishna only. We don't separate as good or bad. This good or bad is the cause of our being in this material world. Ichha desha samuttena dvanda mohena bharata. Because we see duality, we don't see that everything is one person, everything is his desire, everything is him. We don't see that. In a house only now, today we can see how many times we have I like, I don't like factor. As long as we have I like, I don't like factor, then we are in the state of Ichha Dvesa Samuttena. And we continue to remain in this material world. This is the point. So, this is called realized knowledge. Vinna Prakriti Rashtata means Lord is telling that this is separated energy. Separated energy in the sense it cannot be separated from Lord. Everything is Lord's only. What does it mean? Vinna Prakriti means that energy don't have influence on Lord. Whereas internal energy has influence on Lord. Yogamaya influences Krishna and he covers Krishna so that he can perform his Leela. But Mahamaya don't have any influence of Krishna. That's why it is Binna Prakritarashtata. That's why. Otherwise, it is both are his energy only. It is not separated from Krishna. Binna means separated, but separated in the sense it does not have influence on him. That is the point. And the important realization, what is Vijnana means understanding slowly that there is only one cause, and that is Krishna only. There is everything has one single reason, and this reason is spiritual, and this reason is beautiful. No matter how disgusting and whatever the circumstances are, that many people they don't understand. They have so many spiritual philosophies that they don't understand that God is the creator of everything, that He is not just creator of all good things. The trouble, the problems of living entities, everything is caused Krishna only. If they understand this, then there is no problem. If they understand slowly, we need to get this understanding. That means we are getting our real Vijnana. That is realization we are getting. And we are having this problem. That's why we are not able to understand what Krishna is giving. That is a small discussion. We have some more things, important points Prabhupada is trying to give. We will continue with this. And we have seen these are the prayers that Sukadeva Goswami is doing. And what happens now, we have to, when we are hearing the prayers of these Acharyas, Goswamis, and from Bhagavatam, we have always have to see they will always be talking about duality. And they are also accepting the Lord's will in everything. They are not seeing separate these things from the Lord. Good things are also from Lord, bad things are also from Lord. If it is good and bad from Lord only, then everything is from Lord. So we are ready to accept it. Why we have to make a distinction? I like, I don't like. That is the point here. And we can see that in the previous Tasmai Subhadre Sarvaso Namo Namaha, then this is how Sukadeva Goswami offered his prayers, and now he's continuing. Now he's giving a request now. He's asking for blessings, but before blessings, he glorified the Lord. So this is the way of gaining blessings. Before you want any blessings from anybody, first you should appreciate, glorify them. And Sukadeva Goswami first glorified the Lord. Now he is seeking blessings. And before this shloka, he told how Kirata Hunandra Pulinda Bruta, whatever personality is, if you take shelter of Krishna, he will become purified. Now in this shloka, he says that he is the super soul and supreme lord of all self-realized souls. He is the personification of Vedas, religious scriptures, and austerities. He is worshipped by Lord Brahma and Shiva and all those who are transcendental to all pretensions. being so revered with awe and veneration, may the Supreme Absolute be pleased with me. So now he is presenting his requests. He offered his prayers. Now he is telling, let that Lord be pleased with me, so that I will be empowered to speak about him. Prabhupada is writing, the Supreme Lord, the personality of God, although the Lord of all followers of different paths of self-realization, is knowable only by those who are above all pretensions. This is a very important one. Everyone is searching for eternal peace or eternal life, and with an aim to this destinations, everyone is either studying the Vedic scriptures or other religious scriptures, or undergoing severe austerities or empirical philosophy, or as mystic yogis, or as unalloyed devotees, etc. But the Supreme Lord is perfectly realized only by devotees because they are above pretensions. Why? Those who are on the path of self-realization are generally classified as karmis, jnanis, and yogis or devotees. The karmis, they are much attached to the fruitive activities of Vedic rituals, are called bhukti kamis. This is their pretension. Or those who desire material enjoyment. And jnanis, they try to become one with the Supreme by mental speculation, or mukti kamis. So that is their pretension. And these yogis, they want to gain perfections. And they are siddhi kamis. So all these three things, there the selfishness is there. That's why it is pretentious. They are working very hard. They're not that they are not working hard, but still they have some selfishness. Either Bhukti kami, mukti kami, or siddhi kami. That means there is selfishness involved in that. But the devotees of Lord do not want anything for self satisfaction. They want only to serve the Lord because the Lord is great, and as living entities, they are eternally subordinate part and parcel of the Lord. This perfect realization of the self by devotee help him to become desireless, to desire nothing for his personal self, and thus the devotees are called nishkami, without any desire. So this is what is the qualification of devotees. So we also have to see how much selfish I am. How much I think in a day for only for Krishna. This is only for Krishna. That's all. I don't want anything from this. Then we have to calculate. Oh, this is chanting only for Krishna. I don't want anything from this. I'm hearing Bhagavatam only for pleasure of Krishna. Not that I want to gain something. That is where we come as Nishkama. So in a day, whole day, it actually, even Brahmachari Ashram or any, it goes for our own thing. My body, my family, my food, my sleep, my facilities. Sometimes we do something for mission and guru. That is where we are selfless. Okay, now Bhadra Purma, let me do Bhagavatam sets. Let me do something for Prabhupada's mission. That time we become selfless. That's why we need service of guru is such an essential thing to help us to come out of our selfishness. Then we start thinking for the pleasure of guru. That's why if we see Prabhupada's disciple, how they could make such a tremendous progress in short time. Prabhupada just reached 11 years. And he could make sannyasis and he could make gurus also in such a short time. 12 years, people have become gurus because immediately after Prabhupada, they started initiating. Some of them, they just came in between and they became gurus. They started giving initiation. How? That means they have crossed the stage of Nishta because they have completely dedicated to Prabhupada. So they gave their selfishness and they become so selfless, they could cross easily the stage of Nishta. That is the secret. Devotees, Prabhupada, of course, Krishna arranged Prabhupada to get such great souls also. And that is the point here, that how we can come to that stage where we stop thinking about ourselves and become Nishkama. No, I don't want anything for myself. My maintenance, my food and all, Krishna will take care. I will just do whatever is basic. Other things Krishna will take care. I need to dedicate my life to Krishna. If we have this conviction, this life is guaranteed. We can go back and back to what I do. Otherwise, we have to again continue and do all other things. And same thing, Prabhupada writes in the beginning, Arjuna placed himself as one of those who desire self-satisfaction. See, people want self-satisfaction. All these motivational class, all these things, all these self-help books and all self-satisfaction only. That's why we don't need any of these things. It's all bogus nonsense. because it is nothing to do. Of course, sometimes people have so much psychological problem, they can take some inspiration, something to help them. But it is not going to help. All these motivational talks, all these, so many people give some quotes in the WhatsApp status, this, that, bogus. Only what Prabhupada and pure devotees speak, na, that is some relevance. Of course, some people who are very like there are some nice statements by even people who are not devotees also, but they have like Einstein and even the many people, they have very nice statements because they have some realization. And for he desired not to fight in battle of Kurukshetra, but to make him desireless. The Lord preached Bhagavad Gita. So after Bhagavad Gita, what should happen? We should become Nishkama, in which the ways of karma, jnana, yoga, hatha, and also bhakti are explained. Arjuna was without any pretension. He changed his decision and satisfied the Lord by agreeing to fight, and thus he became desireless. So his desire was to please the Lord. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, President Lord Pranam. Prabhuji, sometimes when people attend our sessions, no, Prabhuji, they may not be completely inclined for bhakti, but they just keep coming because they feel some peace in it. Like they just have that 1 hour, they feel peaceful. So how to understand this, Prabhuji? What like is it? It's somewhat like self satisfaction only, but they're hearing our sessions. So Prabhuji, so what will be their prognosis? Like proceed.
Yeah, they gain Sukruti Mataji, they'll start appreciating because they'll appreciate Prabhupada, they'll appreciate you, they'll appreciate Kirtan, Prashadam. So they gain Sukruti, and one fine day that will click, that will touch the heart. They say, what am I doing here? Wasting my time. Why can't I become a devotee? So that will come one day, it will click because their appreciation is increasing. Instead of going to some other spiritual organization, they are coming here for peace. So that is their fortune.
So, but that is okay only, no, Prabhuji. Like they may not be fully inclined in bhakti, but most of them, Prabhuji, like they will come for just because they say it's very nice for them. The whole day is nice. They keep thinking about the morning session. What are the instructions? They say like that, but I could see them. They're not very much into bhakti also. That is why I'm asking.
Yeah, for us also, unless we came in touch with these principles, even spiritual, whatever we did before, it's all for that only. I should get something. And now we are very clear. We are understanding the principles of pure devotion. Even other sampradayas also, they also are doing bhakti. They don't understand only. You know, this. I asked my mother, "How are you?" I'm chanting. That's why my health is very good. So
Yes, yes.
our purpose of chanting is for good health. Means for them, spirituality is for their own material self-satisfaction. They don't understand that principle, but it is anyway okay because they're not at least going to some other place. Slowly, once their sukruti increase, then they will take it. But for ourselves, we should be very clear that I need to dedicate myself. I need to give 100% to my service of Guru and Krishna. And when I stop thinking about myself, then my absorption is in Krishna. That is our perfection.
But becoming desire, like even selfless, Prabhuji, for us also, there may be tinges now, Prabhuji, like even the service we take and do, but somewhere, like, is it 100% selfless? How to assess that we are 100% selfless, Prabhuji?
Because we have anartha, so it is not possible for us also to become 100%
Yes,
self
Prabhuji, that's what I feel.
affected by anarthas.
Yes,
But because we have that as a purpose, as a goal, slowly we'll attain it. Now we are doing, now at least we are hearing. And now to digest this, like people don't even want to hear this. Outside people don't understand only. But at least we are hearing it, and now we are accepting this and we are aspiring. So that itself is a big change for us. It's a big achievement. Somebody says, don't think about yourself. They say, what is this? You're mad or what? They will not even accept only. But now at least we are accepting, yes, this is what I need to be. I need to do. So that itself is a big change in us.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Hari Bol, Prabhuji. Thank you for your wonderful sessions, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I just wanted say in this exact opposite of what Mataji asked. Like from childhood, we've been taking care of our children in Krishna consciousness and all. But suddenly when they grow up, it sometimes like they're not so attached to whatever they were doing, and they're trying to do things, means seek pleasure outside, still we know that this is the ultimate. Then what should we do? Like, we should give them time, let them find their own way, or like, it disturbs our mind sometimes. Our children sometimes, they just get deviated from the whatever we've been teaching them, doing all these things all these years, and suddenly they want to try new things, and then they are not interested so much in devotional service. So how do we, in such a case, like, how we should react, and what we can do best for them? Prabhuji, I just wanted to ask you.
One thing is, Mataji, your love for them and Krishna's love for them. Actually, Krishna's love is more than your love for your children. Because Krishna, they are their eternal children. So Krishna knows what is best for your children than what you feel is best. Now, if because whatever they have done, because of your association from childhood, the bhakti, that is all counted by Krishna, and the Sukruti will remain with them. And even because there are so deep samskaras from so many lifetimes, for them to try is not actually wrong. Let them go whatever they want to try, because you can forcefully stop. Some people we can say and we can stop, but some things are so deep, even if they know it is wrong, but they want to try it. And what happens is, because the sanskaras they got from the childhood, that is actually going to protect, because deep in their subconscious they know that this is not going to work, that I am enjoying this metal life, it is not going to work. They have that impressions. So slowly they'll come back, but when they will come back we'll not know. What we need to do is, we should say, okay, be in limits. That much only you have to guide. You say don't go beyond. You try to understand what are the limits and try to follow the be in limits. And because they want to go with their friends and watch movies, now they are in the college, they are in that association, and they want to seek what others are doing. Not everybody will be able to accept immediately. They will not get that realization. They are in a state of only knowledge, did not go deep. But the sanskaras will remain, whatever you have given. So you need not worry about it. Let them go with their friends. Let them try what their friends are doing. But once after they settle in their career, then they will again make a choice. Because after some years, material life is always boring. That is one advantage. After some years, it is boring, it is frustrating. And then the deep samskaras which they have, why don't I try Krishna again? So they will come back. So no need to worry, because some people they have taken Krishna conscious at the age of 40, 50, 60 also. So it is, and they became so serious, and in a short time they perfected also. So it is not a question of time, it is a question of how intensely you practice. And intensity will come one day. So you need not worry. What you have to do is, you create a favorable environment, and don't try to always criticize. You try to accept them, and you accept that they have their conditionings. And if you accept, then they will continue to remain, they will continue to have good relation with you. If you don't accept it, then it becomes a little difficult. Like I have one family devotee friends, so that Prabhuji watches cricket, and nobody goes in that room. And the children and everybody criticizes. And all are devotees, they all chant 16 or Mataji chants, Roji chants, but he has this addiction. I told Mataji, you also go and sit with him for some time and come, because they try to alienate him, and he feels very bad. And without asking me, he only told, Prabhuji, I have this bad habit, I have cricket. I said, no, bro, I told Mataji, you go on. I am not Mataji said, it's not that I want Mataji to be addicted to cricket. I want to tell her that you accept. So what happens for him, if he is accepted, then he says, yes, I am doing nonsense. How long I will do it? Let me come out of it. So it will touch his heart. Then he want to come out. Without touching the heart, now you cannot change the person. And to touch the heart of a person, you need to accept the person. You accept a person, it will touch his heart. He says, yes, why can't I do this much small thing for him? He's doing so much for me. So this type of the change in the heart is possible when you have close relation with devotees. And close relation with devotees means you should always forgive. Two things are there, forgiving and accepting. If these two things are done, then you can see the change in the heart of a person. Otherwise, it is not possible. And you accept your children and you forgive them. So when you forgive and accept, you will see that there will be change in them, and eventually it will happen. It takes time, but you have to be patient. You accept it will, by patience you will be able to achieve it.
Yes,
Takes
Prabhu.
time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just giving
Uh,
some.
yeah, because sometimes I feel like, maybe because of too much of I keep telling them, don't do this, don't do that, that is also
It won't
taking
work,
them
Mother,
away from.
because see, I will tell one more point. Maybe this will help. See, unless it registers at the level of consciousness, na, you cannot
uh,
help. You cannot change anything. Like we
mm,
give example. Two examples I give. One is like children. Na, you tell them don't do it, don't do it. 10 times you tell, still they do. And
mm,
what mother does? She gives a slap.
mm,
After that, they stop doing. You know why? Because what happens now, when the child is slapped, he become conscious. And that time when you tell him, he registers it. Oh, I should not do it. Because till that time, it was only at the level of mind only. He's in an emotional state. When you tell anything an emotional state, it won't work. But when it
mm,
becomes registers at the level of buddhi, then only it works. That's why children, after 5, they are given at till 10, 5 to 10, they are given nice beatings. Because
mm,
that time it start registering everything. And then they know this is to be done, this is not to be done. Because it goes to the level of buddhi. Unless, because that is the time buddhi start developing. So it start registering in buddhi. I should not do this, I should not behave in this way, all these things that is properly registered at that. So now, like I'll give another example. Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj, he is Russian. So he started learning English, but he used to make one mistake. Instead of I said, he said I told. So generally we say I said. That is
mm,
how we use English. But he used to say I told. So then another devotee used to get so much irritated. He said, Arey, why are you always using this word? He tried to correct. And he told many times, and Maharaj was not able to change because he's Russian.
mm,
One time his guru came, and that time the devotee told, Maharaj is always speaking like this. And then after that, Maharaj never made that mistake. Maharaj said it registered because in front of my guru, I was very conscious. And when
mm,
that mistake was pointed out, because it registered at the level of buddhi. So similarly, when your children, they are doing the same thing, no matter how much you are telling, it is just on an emotional level. At the level of emotion, at the level of manas, it will not register. You
mm,
have to make them conscious, and consciousness, when they are conscious, when they are awakened, when you tell, then only it will register. Otherwise, no matter 100 times you tell,
mhm,
there it is not registering only. It is not at the level of buddhi. They are not conscious of it. They'll anyway do it. It's default setting for them. To make
mm,
them conscious, there should be great investment in relationship. There should be acceptance. There should be forgiving. No
mm.
matter how many times they do, now you say, okay, let it be. When they
Yeah.
know that you are accepting, slowly, slowly they'll become conscious. The heart will melt, heart will change. So this is what little experience I am telling.
Yes.
And I am not expert in this, but whatever little bit I know, I am just trying to share with you.
Yes, Prabhuji, it helps me. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Of course, it's different topic, but and we have to be some practical discussions also we need in our classes. So here, so that is the point that buddhi is most important thing. The what dadami buddhi yogam tam. Krishna says, I give that buddhi. That is what we all need. Whatever endeavor we are making to learn the shastra, and it comes to level of buddhi, then it becomes part of our personality. That becomes vijnana. Otherwise, it's only knowledge only. It's only theoretical knowledge. Everybody knows. We all know I should not do sense gratification. But as soon as class is over, we start doing only. It won't stop. We should not be selfish. We should not do. I should dedicate my life to Guru and Krishna. But anyway, we feel that I still have so much time left. I will do it future. So here, but Arjuna had this desire of self-satisfaction. But then what happened? He changed this and satisfied the Lord by agreeing to fight. So this is a difference. So from selfishness to selflessness. That's what we need to grow ourselves. then in this life only we can go back to Godhead. Very simple. Whether I go back to Godhead, there is no chance. I am so selfish now. I hold a 24/7 only for Krishna, then I am fit for spiritual world. So things are very simple. Krishna conscious simple. Application is only difficult. The example of Brahma and Shiva are specifically cited here because Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, Srimati Lakshmi, and 4 Kumaras are leaders of 4 desireless, see, Prabhupada said, desireless Vaishnava Sampradayas. They are all free from all pretensions. That means nothing for themselves. Srila Jiva Goswami interpret the word Gata Vyalikai as Projita Kaitavaha, or those who are free from all pretensions. The unalloyed devotees only. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Krishna Bhakti Nishkama Ateva Shanta Bhakti Mukti Siddhikame Sakale Ashanti. So this is what, and Prabhupada, the conclusion is therefore that the Lord is for everyone, because no one can achieve the results of his respective desires without his sanction. But as stated with the Lord in Bhagavad Gita, all such results are awarded by him only, and if the Lord is Adishwara, the original control of everything, namely the Vedantis, the great Karmakandis or great religious leaders, the great performers of austerity, and all who are striving for spiritual advancement, but ultimately he is realized by pretensionless devotees only. Therefore, special stress is given to the devotional service of Lord by Srila Sukadeva Goswami. This is the point. So maybe sometime we can have on relationship some discussions. I have actually one seminar is there of Bhakti Gyan Maharaj. I have notes on that. Maybe someday we can have discussion on relationship. I take 4 to 5 in the evening some classes. So maybe in that, or because morning time it may not be possible, or Sundays I take 9 to 10. Any of the classes I will take on relationship. So maybe we can have some discussion on relationship. It helps for everyone. I feel that that was very nice. It was nice discussion. So maybe we can have in that sessions this in this forum, because I always fearful of completing the purpose, so I will not be able to take in this. So any of these evening sessions or morning, Sunday morning or Thursday, Friday, I want to take evening 4 to 5 sessions. So any of the sessions I will share that discussions. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, I wanted to continue 4 to 5 sessions. Only 2 days in a week I will take. Otherwise, it is becoming so much tight schedules for many. In a day, I have 4 classes. So 4 to 5, I have English, 5 to 6, I have Hindi, and 6 to 7, I have Hindi, and 8 to 9, I have Telugu. So continuous 3 classes, so it becomes difficult. Yeah. Today we will have some session, definitely. And now he's further asking, we'll just we are doing 1 purport a day is very difficult. We have to complete few purports. I thought of completing the chapter today. We did only 1 purport till now. Yeah, I'll put the reminder. So we'll just do 1 more purport. Please. Yeah, I'll post in the group. You are there. Now Sukadeva Goswami is having 1 more prayer. So first, this prayer, previous prayer, he is telling you should be free from selfishness, no pretensions. Only I want Lord. That people only can achieve Lord. If I say nothing else, only Lord. Now there is one nice understanding. This Krama Mukti and Sadhya Mukti, these people are directly going, and Krama Mukti people, they are going through all the enjoyment, everything. And how many of you feel that Krama Mukti person is much more better than Sadhya Mukti? They are directly going, and Krama Mukti are nicely enjoying everything and going. How many of you feel? Okay, anybody want to raise their hands? Nobody. You are sure that Krama Mukti is better or Sadhya Mukti?
Hareshna Prabhuji, like in one sense, Prabhuji, like they are enjoying everything and they will know there is nothing in these enjoyments. After that, they don't have any regrets. Like they will come to know practically this material enjoyment is nothing, then that will be better, no, Prabhuji. Like even for us, Prabhuji, like you're just now you told that I want only Krishna, I don't want anything, no, Prabhuji. It is all theoretical, Prabhuji, because I have not developed any proper relationship with Krishna now. So just an Acharya says, I'm just repeating like a parrot. But unless I myself develop some relationship and understand that there is nothing I needed more than Krishna, unless I become madly in love with Krishna, these statements are just theoretical statements only, no, Prabhuji. That's what I used to think. Like just now we are repeating because Acharya says. But I really want to have a good relationship with the Lord. Then I have to opt for this, Prabhuji. that we need, Prabhuji.
Now I will explain how. In both cases, that is mukti only. But now, anyway, you have to go to that place. Better go through, enjoy everything, and go na. It looks say you anyway have to go to Brahma Jyoti. One is going directly to Brahma Jyoti. One is enjoying everything in the middle and going to Brahma Jyoti. Which one is much more, much more better? Going through by directly Brahma Jyoti or enjoying everything and experience. Anyway, you have to go to that place only. So later you are going early or you are going late. How does it matter? So even though it is mukti. So the point here is what I understood that who is more intelligent. But highest pleasure is within Krishna. Yeah, it is with Krishna only. But they are going to Brahma Jyoti. Now both are going to Brahma Jyoti. One is enjoying everything in the middle, one going Brahma Jyoti, one is going there Brahma Jyoti. Anyway, you have to eternally stay there in Brahma Jyoti. So it looks
Prabhuji,
like
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, is it that those who are directly going to Brahma Jyoti, they have completed all this enjoyment and now in this final stage they're directly going?
No, they are doing the Sadhya Mukti na, from earth directly going to Brahma Jyoti.
Yes, Prabhuji, like previous, I am telling like a Jiva is here for millions of years now, Prabhuji. So would they have enjoyed everything and they finally come to a conclusion it's not needed and that particular lifetime that
Need not be.
oh, some would have skipped, like they wouldn't have enjoyed, but they still want to go straight. Is it
Directly, yes. Need not be they have enjoyed. Now, what is the point here is, say now, this is some material example, but I am just trying to help understand. Like, say if somebody is going to a place where it's a big supermarket and all the items of his enjoyment are there. He took a car and directly went, AC car, and he went into the AC mall and he is enjoying everything there. And some person, he took a car, in between he stopped, and in the hot sun he is enjoying some chat, and after that again he stopped, he enjoyed some cool drink, after that again he stopped, he enjoyed something, at last he went to the mall. Now what is the difference? I'll tell. See, this person who is going with Krama Mukti, he is enjoying at the level of body and subtle body and gross body. But whereas Satya Mukti, who is going to directly Brahman, he is enjoying at the level of soul. Directly is getting the highest pleasure. And that pleasure compared to all these pleasures in the material world is very insignificant. These pleasures are very insignificant compared to the pleasure which a person experiences Brahman. So he is like, no, now after enjoying in Swarga, he understands, this is the pleasure at the body and mind only. Again, he goes in a settled level, he's enjoying with body and mind. But a person at the level of Brahman, he is enjoying at the level of soul, which is the highest pleasure. So he is not wasting his time in the sun with the car again and again stopping. He's going in a very hot path. Of course, it is becoming cooler and cooler, but he's not getting air conditioning. I'm just giving a material example. So somebody who directly went there, he's already enjoying in that mall with all these facilities. And in between, he's stopping and no, he's taking some chat, he's taking this, he's taking that. And he's not knowing that array, all these things are available there much more. Why don't I go directly? But after experiencing something, he said, oh, it is still hot here. Maybe I'll try something else. So the person who directly went, he is experiencing the highest pleasure than all these things. So this person, he is slowly realizing that this is actually not worth. That is the mistake with a Krama Mukta. Krama Mukta person is not having that realization that all these things are there at the level of Brahman. I need not waste my time here. This is the difference. Your understanding. It's not just time, it's a realization. Is Krama Mukti is not realized that all these things which I am trying are already there. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, which factor decides this, Prabhuji? Like why, how is it certain people are so intellectual that they directly get the soul level enjoyment? And as you said, Krama Mukti, like body or sense, subtle level enjoyment. Which factor decides that, Prabhuji?
That is mostly because of his conditionings. One reason, conditioning is because of association. And if somebody has he understood that I need to get liberated, and if his conditions are very less, his association is very good. For him, it is very easy. Now, see, for us, if slowly we also get this realization. Now, presently, we may not have realization. If somebody says, "Will you become president of America?" What you will say if somebody asks you?
No.
Now, if an outside person is asked, if we are not devotees, if same question was asked, you say, "Oh, why not? Let me try."
Yes, yes.
Now we got that realization that that is useless post.
Yes.
Why? Because our impressions are less. Now, some devotees may say, "No problem, bro. I'll also become. I'll do bhakti also. Let me once try that." That means his impressions are very deep. Have to enjoy in this world. Like now, I may not become president of America, but somebody asks me, "Okay, I will make you a big scholar." I'll say, "Yeah, I will try that," because I have that impressions. I say, "Let me also become some nice pandit. I want to learn many things." So that conditionings may affect based on our conditions. That happens, and that is conditioning is based on our association. How we
so the lack of good association is the main key point. Is
yes, all our sanskaras which we are getting, no, it's association only. Association from this life, from past life, all are whatever we are is we are an association only. Now we are associating, we become like this. We associated with TV, you become like this. Living entity becomes in that conditioning comes because of association only. How you associated with material nature. All these things, whatever we are, is our association. We should be very careful what we are associating. Our food we are associating, what we are seeing, what we are hearing, what we are smelling, what we are touching. It's all our subtle bodies converting every moment. Mind is so impressive. Small things it will affect.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Shyamal Vimati. Shyamal Vimati.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. That is what I wanted to hear you. For bhakti, we say that association is so important now, Prabhuji. For this Ashtanga yogis also, this association is very important.
Association in the sense means, Mataji, any sanskaras we get, na, it is because of association only. Anybody in this material world, whatever they are formed, is because of their association they got. For us, it is very important. Even for them also, if they are associating with material nature very closely, they'll get influenced by it, and they may develop certain sanskaras which will make them do activities in that way. It's like that. Association means how you associate with material nature, not only people, how you associate with material nature, how you interact with material nature. That's all matters. And if they have proper association, then their sanskaras are less. That's how it is.
And for a krama, that path, krama mukti path, Prabhuji, when that person, that yogi comes in association with the devotee, then he has a chance to go to Vaikuntha planets also, no? Instead of going to live.
Yes. If he develops, if he gets association of a great devotees, and they may, then what happens is their desire will change. He says, "Why am I going to Brahma Jyoti? Let me also become devotee." So if he gets any of them gets association of devotees, and that's why Lord Shiva goes to Brahman and do kirtan and comes. Some of them may go to Vaikuntha.
And Prabhuji, one more doubt while going through this krama mukti path, if he goes to that planet of fire, that Vaishnava Loka something, that where he will be going along with his gross body, so will he not get afraid, Prabhuji? Fear will not come?
No, he's excited because he's going up now. He's not going down. You like, sir, now if I am getting a ticket, flight ticket to go to Australia, I will be excited. Wow, I'll go to and see Australia. So it is like that for him. He's going up, so he's excited. Let me go and see what is there. So he's not afraid. They're
So
excited
he
to.
knows the path, Prabhuji, already how he is going to travel and all.
They know the path because they are going up only, so they know I have to go up. So more they are going up, more they are happy.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams, Prabhuji.
Kalani.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Then
Prabhuji, I'm so sorry. Yesterday, even while you were talking, no, my laptop completely discharged. So I could not hear your complete answer. Prabhuji, now my doubt is regarding Krama Mukti. It is understood that that person has no material desires and then only they become eligible for Krama Mukti. So this contradiction I am somehow not able to resolve. So once you are free from material desires, then whatever Karma Mukti which is enjoyed with your settled body, settled mind, etc., why should that person have? That means, is it to be understood that the Supreme Lord within knows that there is still some vestiges of desires in the soul? The soul itself is not aware, but the Lord knows. So the Lord puts it through that Krama Mukti path, or perhaps that is the only way to get rid of those very, very subtle vasanas. Is it like that, or how else we should understand, Prabhu?
It is not, it is at the level of settled body only, bro. The impressions are there. That's why these lokas are there. Why these lokas are there? These lokas are there because living entity wanted to enjoy at that level. That's why all these why higher planetary systems are there, because that level of desires are there. That's why that higher planetary systems are there. So this yogi who is going through Karma Mukti, he also have some inclinations for that level of enjoyment. That's why he is taken there. Without our having that desires, we never enter into that place. We need to have that desire and we need to have that qualification, then we enter there. So people who are doing many pious activities, they are giving up pleasures in this level so that they can enjoy in a higher level. So this is always there. That means it is in a subtle level. It's not at the level of soul. It's level of at the subtle body only. He has that inclinations. Maybe let me try, because otherwise why the planets are there? The planets indicate that that level of that settled desires are there for living entities, that type of enjoyment, the desire to enjoy in that level. Jnana loka, mahar loka, tapaloka, all these lokas, there is much higher enjoyment.
But these desires and indulgence in these desires does not create any karma. No, the moment you are gone beyond this bhuloka, then all your activities don't create any karma.
You are exhausting karma if you went through karma, or you go like jnanis and all, then they are just because of their austerity, they are qualified to enjoy it and they can go up. But if you go with karma, you after your karma is exhausted, you come back. But you don't create new karma. That is there.
So it is interesting that usually we say that desire creates karma. But here the desires no longer create karma, but gradually there is satisfaction. And when there is complete satisfaction, the person becomes fully liberated.
Because he paid already for it. He paid for the desires.
Okay.
The payment is before done. That's why he's going up and enjoying and he's going further. That means he's just nullifying the impressions which he has, the desires, and then he's going up.
But the payment for Krama Mukti is something less than payment for direct Mukti.
Krama Mukti is more payment. he is not yet realized that all these things are available in Brahman. Why I'm just wasting my time here? He didn't get that. So he has to clear all these things and then go slowly. But a person who is liberated, he's already getting everything there.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Go on.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, this Kramamukti yogi is like who is meditating upon Virat Rupa, na?
Yeah.
That means why it is so means Paramatma level is somewhat higher than Virat Rupa. That's why this yogi is falling into this category.
He's not qualified because he has so much other material impressions which is not helping him to meditate on Paramatma. Means now if I sit, I close my eyes, I am trying to meditate on Paramatma, but
No. My question is that if Virat Rupa meditation means that type of gurus will be there na, for that type of yogis. If the person, that yogi, is meditating upon Virat Rupa, he has a chance that his heart is fully purified and he will directly go from earth to Brahman. Prabhuji, is there any chance for him?
no, he has to again come to the Paramatma level. After meditating on Virat Rupa, he has to rise to the Paramatma platform to go directly.
Then why he is allowed in that level only, Virat Rupa only? He's allowed to go to the higher
Because he
planets
has-
and then.
Because he has that impressions which still remain with them. That is the
No,
reason.
Prabhuji. The Paramatma meditating person is starting only, he is meditating upon Paramatma, or from starting he is meditating upon the Virat Rupa, and the next stage he goes and then he liberates from the Brahmarandra.
Yeah. From the Paramatma person, from the beginning only is very pure. That is his advantage.
He cleared his anarthas and meditating upon his goal is very clear. In the second case, it is not. It is clear, but anarthas are not gone fully.
That's why he has to go through this gradual Kramamukti.
Only if he meditate upon Paramatma only, then his heart is fully purified, na Prabhuji?
Yes.
And the second question is that you told that even Shiva visits Brahman so that they have the association. But is there any possibility for them, Prabhuji, if he is attached to the Shiva, means devotion, he has a chance to do devotion in that platform, Prabhuji, Brahman. Otherwise, he has to come to the earth and do and perform the devotional activities and then go to the higher level.
Means that is not clearly told whether they will come back to the material world to do devotion. But Brihad Bhagavatam says Lord Shiva comes and performs kirtan to help that living entities to come out of that state. And even that is also in one way, Brahman is also a permanent state. But
Yes,
Lord
Prabhu.
Shiva still feels compassion for them also. That is
Thank
not
you.
explained whether they can directly go or they have to come back. Maybe even if they go, they can achieve Shantarati in spiritual world.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Champakrita.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranams. Prabhuji, we have three things called Jadananda, Brahmananda, and Premananda. So Jadananda is within this material world. So when you're talking about Vaishvanara Loka, Shishimara, constellation, etc., we are talking about Jadananda only?
Yes. But it is in a much settler level.
Okay. So, but the attached yogi may be actually aware of that Jadananda, no Prabhuji, then why is he aspiring?
But he knows that I had to get rid of it by experiencing only. He knows it. But he knows
Okay, so that means all the pleasures that he is undergoing are similar to what they are in this material world, in the earth planet only, but subtler level. That's all.
much higher than what we have in a settler level. Yes, that is correct. And how it is that they know, like now say I have a desire for taking mango juice, and I know if I drink once and then I'll be free from that desire, and then I can peacefully sit and chant. Otherwise my mind is longing, array, when will I get. So for them also it is like that. They will try to free themselves from all these things, and then they say, okay, now I'm qualified to go up. So like that they go up. They enjoy that and they end up say, okay, kuch nahi hai isme, and they go up.
Okay, so that means they're being very, very truthful to themselves in the sense that, okay, I still have these desires, so let me go
Uh,
through them and then finally reach.
yeah.
Okay.
That is the reason all these planets are there. Otherwise, what is the purpose of all these planets? The planets indicate that there are that level of desires for living entities. It's an indication that this much level of desires are there. Till that settle level, the desires are there for living entities.
Yeah, and during the course of these 10 chapters, can you also explain about what actually happens to those people who attain, moksha, Prabhuji? Do they fall back to the material world, or do they remain there for a long time, or they are upgraded to even to the higher loka, that is
They
Goloka?
never fall down, Mataji. There are no material impressions for them to fall down. They are already cleared from it. There is no question of
Okay.
anybody falling from Brahman. They're always there only.
Oh, so they
It is
don't even go to
actually
Golok?
because they're experiencing happiness at the level of soul. See, we are experiencing happiness at the level of body and mind, but for them
Hmm.
it's at the level of soul. So they are on the soul level. There are nothing material impressions. So continue to remain blissful, happy. But we want to
Okay.
at our Swarupa level where we want to serve, that is much more higher. That is at
Hmm.
Vaikuntha and Goloka. It's like that.
Okay. So they remain there forever. It's like, they
They
continue
are at
there
the
only.
level of soul enjoying blissful. They are in one way serving the Lord by decorating the Brahma Jyoti.
Okay. So, but why does Prabhupada always say that, even those who go there have to come back to this material?
So that is the like by because we say na that the greatest uh, what do you say the greatest temptation for any living entity is the second best. You don't go for the best one. So always we compromise on the second best. Okay, let me try this much. So to de-glamorize Brahma Jyoti, Prabhupada used to tell like that, so that you don't try only for it. You will try for the best one. You don't compromise for this. So that's why Prabhupada, all the acharyas, they say Kaivalyam Narakayate. They say impersonal liberation is like hell. But it's not hell. Hell in the sense, but it is compared to Vaikuntha, it is hell. But it is not like that. So Prabhupada, all the acharyas, they try to de-glamorize. But actually, the truth is that it is a permanent place.
Okay. But however, it is very difficult even to go till there, no, Prabhuji. I mean, all these
See, how
Kramamukti
much
and all.
yogis are trying hard.
Yeah. Yeah. These days, there's so much about power yoga, face yoga, this yoga, that yoga. But I don't think anybody really knows what is Shat Chakra yoga, the real.
Oh, now Kali Yuga we don't know, but previous ages and all people are so enthusiastic about it, and everybody is to try that.
Okay.
As far as we don't know all these things properly, but in previous ages, and not only just so many other lokas, so many people, they all go for it. And they attain also. How so many million, so many unlimited living entities are there in all levels of planetary systems, in the coverings of the universe. Everywhere living entities are there. Everybody did it all from so many yugas. Only Kali Yuga, we are completely ignorant of all these things. Otherwise, not like previous age.
Oh, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Amalli
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Nandapranam.
Uh,
Prabhuji, when a yogi attains mukti, what happens to the Paramatma? He will not be there accompanying the soul.
not there. No need for him. He is happy.
When we go to Goloka, they say Paramatma will not be there because Bhagavan is there with us all the time. What
Yeah,
happens if the soul is in the Brahman platform?
he is completely blissful. He is satisfied with himself because he is in that state. The Sat Chit Ananda. So he's experiencing Sat and Chit. Two factors are anyway there for him. So he's completely, he don't have any material impressions which are troubling him. No desires, no no pain, no pleasure. It means he's in that way it is pleasurable.
In other words, we can say he is inactive, the soul is inactive in Brahman platform.
Yeah. But it is it is a blissful state. Why? See now normally also, no, if some very big problem came and suddenly we are free from problems, then immediately we experience some Brahman pleasure. Or even a deep sleep, we sleep 2 hours, we get very deep sleep. That 2 hours of our deep sleep is also actually Brahman. We are at the level of soul experiencing some pleasure, and that is why whole day we are able to be very active because of the 2 hours of deep sleep. If you don't get that whole day we are very disturbed. We will not be able to function properly. That touch with the soul is actually helps us. So that is Brahman level.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So sorry, we went so long. Thank you all very